lights, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Lambeau. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
27-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Spot 26. No. Choose the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch two. Check right.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. down to start the drive, 12 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's checking.
Jones. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Flushed out right. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, And he's brought down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time, getting the sack.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
On first down, Kaepernick looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 28-yard line.
To throw, Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And when I looked at, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it at a high level. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. He's cooking.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, the left side completion to Jones.
Aaron Jones.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Howard complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go, defense.
Rodgers again now. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 16. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Choose the mic. I got it.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Choose the mic. And let's get this.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. On the run, he's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Choose the mic. I got you. I got you. Shit. 26. Shit. Box it. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands.
From the gun, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football on top never throw it back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll drop here to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
To Ronald Jones. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers will drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Rodgers now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
1st and 10.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. To throw is Kaepernick. Open man is Samuel, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Ball carrier.
Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Back to the running game with Mostert. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. They'll run with Mostert. And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
And goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gold is able to put it through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Rodgers to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Rodgers. Flushed out right. That's complete to Lazard. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That one goes for 24 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 17. Mitch Wishnowsky.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
Say, let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios.
And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for San Francisco, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? So I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I did be ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Nowadays, love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain.